content strategy. So the first thing that I'll say about a content strategy is don't guess your titles of your blogs, etc., etc. Make sure it's all data driven, and by from doing that, you'll actually get better results in the search engine results page because they're more optimized. So you have to go through a process. So the first thing I'd recommend is that you follow a keyword strategy. That's the very first thing. In 27 years as a digital marketer, the one thing I've identified is that the majority of websites do not get the foundations of their website done correctly. You start with a keyword strategy, and then you have an SEO strategy, etc., etc. But it's all about doing the foundation work first. If you don't have a strategy, then it's unlikely you're going to get the return on investment you want. If you go onto keywordstrategytool.com, in the middle of the page there, you'll see this claim your free 1 hour recorded Zoom. So this here is not a sales call. It's just nowhere near sales. Okay. All we're doing is educating you and sharing with you our keyword strategy that we use. Okay. And so we'll record it, we'll apply our methodology onto your website, send you the recording, and that's an education piece. Okay, so it's not a selling piece. So first thing, must have a strategy. So as part of that strategy, the ideal solution is you've done your keyword research. If you've got keywords already and they're in the correct format, so if you look under services on our website, under keyword research, you'll see the format of what those keywords should look like, and then you'll also see in the next video how to set up your paid advertising. What you're going to do is you're going to use the data that are incoming from your keyword research and your paid ads advertising, and you're going to use that data in order to do your SEO and also then do your content strategy. So everything is based on data. We're not guessing anything. So what your research, your content strategy should start to look like is here. So what we've done is, this is an LED lighting company. Each one of these represents one product or service. So this is what we call one cluster. So one cluster, for example, this one here, may have something like maybe 50 questions, another 50 keywords, and so on and so on. So by the time you're looking at something like this, I mean, you're talking probably a year to 18 months worth of content. So not only social media, but your blog posts, the questions people are asking, all important. Everything relies on the data-driven strategy. Okay, and that's why we emphasize you watch the video or you book some time in with us where we'll actually apply our methodology. Apologies for that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to Google, we're going to type in floodlight halogen bulb. This is going to say that these keywords are actually in relation, relative to these keywords here. So what we need to do is we need to optimize for these keywords as well as the keyword on the name of the spreadsheet, if that makes sense. So how we get that data is we would go onto the search engine results page, type in floodlight halogen bulb in this case. This would give you the top people on the top of the search, so clearly they have the algorithm right. We can also see the titles, meta descriptions, etc. But what I like to do is this column here. So what we're looking for are keywords that run through all of these other websites. And so from here, that's how we got this list at the front page, which I've just shown you here. Now these are actually clustered together. And again, I'll explain in the video exactly what that means. But what we're going to be doing is actually using that data. You can also see under the questions, these are all the questions that people are asking, but you'll notice they're like here the same question 4 times, the same question 7 or 8 times. What we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this questions here. So we've got one question, which is why are halogen lights being banned? What we're going to do is we're going to do the answer, and we're going to put these in our within our answer. So obviously these are clustered, these ones. So again, I'll explain that in the video. But ultimately, these keywords here and the keywords that we saw on the beginning of the spreadsheet here are all part of our internal linking strategy. That's why they're so important. And then what we're going to do is we're going to give you a GPT that you can actually put into Google for blog posts, tweets, the questions, answers, LinkedIn posts. And so here you can see an example where we said write a document, blah, blah, blah. You can see here in the blue text, we would change that for whatever the spreadsheet's called. So in this case, floodlight halogen bulb, as a H heading as well. Then what we're going to do is we're going to choose 4 of the keywords, 4 from this list here that we've just picked. And then tell it what we want, what we don't want. Then we're going to put in the brand. We're going to send them to a page on our website. And ultimately, we're going to do what's called a draft 1 copy in ChatGPT. Obviously, never ever copy from ChatGPT. You then have to make it your own. So it'll give you a first draft, and then you can put your own tone of voice to it. Same with the tweets, and then you can load it up into some sort of scheduling tool. You've then got the questions that we've just spoken about again. So if we go to the questions section, and you'll notice what we're doing is we're using the data, and that's the important bit. So here you can see what are natural skincare products. Yeah, here we would be putting in why halogen light bulbs being banned, and then picking 4 keywords. Well, here's our words. Yeah, they're going to become our linking anchor text again. And so again, watch or book up that Zoom 1-hour call where I'll actually go through the strategy step by step with you. It's completely free. Doesn't cost you anything. It's not a selling thing at all. It's an education piece. Okay, we've then got obviously things we can do with LinkedIn as well. So basically that's how we would do content, but it's a data-driven content solution, if you like. And it's all part of an integrated digital strategy. Starts with keyword research, goes into paid advertising, low cost initially, and then we go into SEO, and then obviously this content. That builds out your foundations of everything you do online. And this area is the biggest problem for the majority of websites that I come across. That's content.